Howdy there, folks. Welcome to part 27 of Pokemon Red. So, we're now going to take on Fuchsia City Gym, the poison type gym. Now, that being said, logic would tell you that psychic type Pokemon are our best bet, right? Right? Yo, champ in making. Fuchsia is riddled with invisible walls. Well, he says they're invisible, but if you look up ahead, you can clearly see where the walls are. So, yeah, not really. Anywho, let's go ahead and take on this juggler, I believe he is. What a juggler is doing in a ninja gym, I don't know. But not knowing, speaking of not knowing though, why the fuck are there psychic type Pokemon in the poison type gym? I do not understand this. Anywho, though, we're taking on a Drowsy, who knows Psychic, the best, well, debatably the best, Psychic-type attack. See how fucking hard that hits? This gym is a massive step up from anything we've faced yet in this game. It is definitely the hardest place we have been to yet. And I am not well prepared for it at all. So, this is going to be a very interesting episode. Very interesting indeed. So anyway, it's a Drowsy. We've been using Drowsy for so long that we should know how to take care of him by now, but knowing how to and actually doing it are two different things. We finally managed to take out the Drowsy, and then up next is Kadabra, which we've experienced before, but this one's super fucking fast and it has a really strong hit. A really strong attack. But it used Disable, luckily, so I get another hit off. Huzzah! But it did knock it out. And then it used Psybeam. Kadabra hits harder than Drowsy does, like it has higher special. Psybeam is a worse attack than Psychic, but because Kadabra hits so much harder, it's gonna seem about equal. Plus, Kadabra is a shitload faster, so it's... Oh boy, it's a major bitch to take out. As you saw, it one-shotted Golbat. Oh boy, at this point I'm like, oh, fuck. Because I really don't want to have to go back and heal after this battle, assuming I even win this battle. Luckily, because Drowsy is Psychic type, it is strong against Psychic type attacks, which gives it a little bit of an edge. Kind of. But we managed to defeat the first juggler. Huzzah. I had you fooled. You're the idiot who used Psychic-type Pokemon in a Poison-type gym. Jeez. Anyway, I only have Drowsy, Hitmonchan, and Pidgeotto left. Strength isn't the key for Pokemon, it's strategy. That's actually very true. Although, he doesn't really have a strategy. Fortunately, he only has one Pokemon, but it is a Hypno. Hypno is the final form of Drowsy. It is also an unbelievably creepy Pokemon. I'm gonna be putting a link in the description to a video that actually says just how creepy Hypno is, and Drowsy for that matter. Anyway, though, this Hypno, oh bejeebus, it is very fucking strong. It's, I'm not sure what level, I think 38 or 39 right now. Oh boy, and it is a Psychic-type Pokemon. It is in every way tougher than Drowsy. Oh, 38. And it is in every way tougher than Drowsy. It has the move Poison Gas, which... It's the same exact thing as Poison Powder. So, it's poison. It's not really that big of a deal. However, though, you couple that on top of how hard this Hypno fucking hits, you're gonna have trouble. Believe me, you're gonna have trouble. If you're at the same level I am, then I recommend training a little bit before you take on this gym. This gym is a bitch and a half to do at this level. But as long as you keep Hypno asleep, or at least somewhat asleep, as much as you can, then you should be able to take it out. You'll probably have to go and heal after this battle, but you should be able to take it out. Obviously, don't use special attacks against Hypno. Stick to physical attacks, or at least as much of physical attacks as you can. Yeah, fortunately, I don't... Well, no, I know for a fact it has Psychic, but it's not using it on me. I'm getting pretty lucky here. Oh, boy. But yeah, at this point I'm like, ugh, I'm not getting hypnosis off. I need to just attack. So I start just attacking. And I'm sucking down those 10 super potions I bought in the last part. Good lord. Damn you, Drowsy. Oh, but then he uses Psychic. Doesn't hit super hard against Drowsy, but it hits hard enough. Then he uses Confusion, which doesn't hit that bad at all, but it still hurts. I almost have him down, though. I think I'm gonna make it. And down goes Drowsy. Damn you, Drowsy. So this leaves Hitmonchan and Pidgeotto. Hitmonchan is weak against Psychic-type attacks, and it has shit for the special stat, so it's gonna go down. I can guarantee it. It's going down one hit from Hypno Psychic attack. It just... Hitmonchan doesn't stand a chance. Which takes us to Pidgeotto, which is a whole 16 levels lower than the Hypno. Oh boy. This is a very tough battle. Very, 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 very tough. Son of a bitch. Seriously, son of a bitch. So, that is my first loss of this game. All my Pokemon are healed right after losing, and I've lost half of my money. Huzzah. So, let's try this again. Oi. Okay, fortunately, you don't have to battle this guy. I'm still fully healed. I just walked from the Poke Center to in here. That's all. I still have half of my money gone, so I'm poor again. Not Porygon, but poor again. I'm sorry. Lame joke. Anyway, so we're going to take on another juggler. There are actually only 2 jugglers you have to battle in this gym to get to the gym leader, and if you're my level, I recommend only battling the 2. Avoid the fucker with the level 38 Hypno. That was ridiculous. Good lord. Easily the toughest battle I've fought yet. And the jugglers are so annoying because they switch out their Pokemon all the time. And it drives me crazy. I think he switches out again. Before this Drowsy goes down that he switched out to. I think he switches it again. And it's just, it's very annoying and tedious. It's like, it's one shot away from being knocked out. Just let me knock it out. Luckily, he switched back to the last Drowsy that I almost knocked out, so I was able to knock that one out. Oh, but this battle feels like such a cakewalk compared to that last one. Good lord. Try to keep that Hypno asleep if you can. Maybe paralyzing it might help. I don't know. It's a very tough battle. This whole gym is really tough. I feel like this gym, even more so than the Psychic-type gym that we'll be seeing at a later part in the game, I feel like this gym really, really, really demonstrates just how overpowered Psychic-type Pokemon are. I'm serious. I'm having so much trouble, and most of the trainers I'm up against, my Pokemon are right about the same. That Hypno is like the highest level Pokemon in this gym aside from the gym leaders. So, you know, I'm right around the same level as most of these Pokemon, and yet I'm getting the shit kicked out of me constantly. I'm getting the shit kicked out of me constantly, and it really demonstrates why Psychic-type Pokemon are such a broken type in this game. It really demonstrates it, and even though I'm getting the shit kicked out of me, I am glad it's happening, just so that way I can show that, yeah, Psychic Pokemon are broken in the first generation. After this generation, they get toned down, kind of, but I'll talk about that in the next Pokemon game we play. Anywho, for now, you just want to take out the Kadabra. Be careful, it has the move Recover, which, kind of like Rest, it restores its own HP. However, though, unlike Rest, it doesn't heal status effects, and the Kadabra doesn't go to sleep afterwards. And it only restores 50% of its max HP. Regardless, though, that is still enough, because it usually takes 2 to 3 hits to knock out a Kadabra. Fortunately, Seismic Toss is fucking awesome. I love it. I love it. Huzzah, level 31. And Wartortle is trying to learn the move Withdraw. I've already said what Withdraw does in an earlier part, but it raises defense 1 stage. And yeah, that's it. It's the equivalent of the move Harden, or the move Defense Curl. I don't know why they would have a Pokemon try to learn such a shitty move, at freaking level 31 this late in the game. You get rid of... If I were to get rid of Bite or Seismic Toss or Ice Beam for Withdraw, my Wartortle would be really fucked over and wouldn't be anywhere near as good as it is. And I'm struggling the way things are. Look, I am poisoned. I have 1 HP left. Wartortle's gonna go down if this doesn't knock out the Drowsy. Now, fortunately, it did, but still, my point is that if I were to have Withdraw, I'd never fucking use it. And it's such a piece of shit move that it's like, why do you try to give it to Wartortle this late in the game? But I figure there's no better time to use a full restore. Wartortle has 1 HP and is poisoned. Full restores fully restore your HP as long as the Pokemon has at least 1 HP left, and it removes a status effect. It is the equivalent of rest, only you don't fall asleep. And you can use it outside of battle. It's quite nice. I like it. Like I said earlier, you can clearly see where the walls are. I mean, you can clearly see. Just look. But we go ahead and we have to battle this juggler. Fortunately, he's not nearly as tough as some of the other jugglers. He has a Drowsy and a Hypno, if I'm not mistaken. The Drowsy's easy schmeezy. We already know how to take on Drowsy. Even though it is tough, it is a Psychic-type Pokemon, and it is awesome. I love how Drowsy looks. But anyway, it still isn't a whole lot to worry about. Just Physical-type moves. Bite, Seismic Toss. Seismic Toss may actually even work better than Bite for this point, because it's always going to do 31 damage, whereas I don't know exactly how much damage Bite is doing. So, you know, situations like this are what makes Seismic Toss freaking awesome. Especially when you get into a Pokemon like Hypno, because Bite, I guarantee, isn't going to do as much damage as Seismic Toss does to a Hypno at this level. I can guarantee it. Unfortunately, though, that doesn't matter, because Wartortle went down, so we're going to send out Eevee. Oh, Eevee. I really wish you were just a little bit tougher right now. I really wish you were just a tiny bit stronger. Just enough to actually be useful at this point in the game. Eevee is a basic Pokemon. To put it in Pokemon card terms, it is just a basic Pokemon. It is a first form Pokemon. It does not, well, it hasn't evolved yet. I could have evolved it, and in hindsight, that would have made this so much easier, but whatever. Hindsight's 2020. We're going to send out Golbat to try and take out the Hypno. I should have used Confuse Ray right there. I even realized, I was like, oh, fuck. Because I thought for sure that it was going to knock me out. But luckily, it used Headbutt. Again, the AI is not perfect. And so I was able to get Confuse Ray off, luckily, which really helped out here because Golbat gets one-shotted by Psychic or Confusion. At least I think it does from Confusion. I could be wrong, but if I am, it's almost dead. Either way, it really helped. I strongly recommend Confuse Ray. Fucking awesome move. Holy shit, that guy dropped his balls. What are you doing holding onto your balls, dude? His Pokeballs, rather. As usual, I go and heal before fighting Koga. Koga is the gym leader, so we can expect him to use Psychic-type Pokemon because that's what the rest of the gym's fucking using. Very well. I will show you true terror as a ninja master. Okay, Shredder. Seriously, that line always made me think of the Ninja Turtles villain, the Shredder. But no, he doesn't use Psychic-type. He's the only fucker in here who's actually using Poison-type Pokemon. This gym drives me crazy. But anyway, we start off with Hitmonchan, who, as I said before, doesn't hit very hard with Comet Punch. It should be called Comic Punch, because it doesn't hit hard enough, but it doesn't hit hard enough, and so this does actually take a bit. However, though, he manages to hold on for a little while. Coughing knows the move Smokescreen, which is essentially the exact same thing as Sand Attack. It lowers accuracy one stage. That's it. That's all it does. I mean, it's fantastic, but it's the same thing as Sand Attack. We've been seeing it forever. Anyway, though, somehow Hitmonchan manages, I believe, to take out the coughing, or almost take it out. Actually, thinking back, I'm pretty sure he only almost is able to take it out. I don't think he's able to completely. But yeah. Koga is very hard. This whole gym is really tough, but Koga is a massive step up from even the Hypno we fought. Although I think the Hypno could give Koga a run for his money, but His Pokemon, they're really tough. He's a massive step up. Even just this coughing was able to take out Hitmonchan. Now granted, Hitmonchan's not exactly a fantastic Pokemon without a better move than Comet Punch. Oh, I was wrong. Hitmonchan was able to take out the coughing. Huzzah! But that takes us to Muck. Now, I mentioned in a couple parts ago, I'd talk about Muck strategies. As you can see right now, Muck has the move Minimize, which is kind of like Sand Attack, only it raises Muck's evasiveness as opposed to lowering my Pokemon's accuracy. This, in a way, is far worse than Sand Attack or Smokescreen, because it stays with Muck as long as Muck is out. It doesn't matter what Pokemon I send out, their accuracy is always going to be hindered because he's using Minimize. And Koga's Muck uses it all the fucking time. And Muck is a very physical Pokemon. It hits really fucking hard. And so because of that, Muck's able to take out most of the Pokemon I have. It's very tough. It may be the toughest Pokemon he has. In fact, I'd be willing to go out and say, yeah, it is his toughest Pokemon. I keep trying to put him to sleep, but it's not working because I can't fucking hit him. And by now, Koga's used like 3x attacks on Muck, and it's such a pain. He's very tough. As you'll see, he almost knocks out Drowsy with this. He does knock out Drowsy with this. One-shotted. That was not even a critical attack, like a critical hit. That is how overpowered Muck is for right now. Well, not really for right now, but that is how much of a step up Muck is compared to what we've been up against. Oh boy. And I send out Eevee hoping that Eevee's actually able to do something, but Eevee's not. In fact, I think Eevee's only able to hit Muck once. I think he only hit him once. I think this is the hit. And it's a critical hit and it hardly hurt him. And Muck's just spamming Minimize, making it pretty much impossible for me to hit him. I mean, just impossible. And he's able to knock out Eevee here in like one attack. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anywho, though, we send out Golbat, which is a saint. This was... I would have lost to this guy's Muck if I wouldn't have used Golbat right now and gotten Confusion off. Gotten the Confuse Ray off. I would not have been able to beat his Muck. Luckily, he used so many X attacks that when he hurts himself, he does a ton of damage to himself. I fucking love Confuse Ray. And because of that, I believe Golbat is finally able to take out Muck, or else it's almost able to. And luckily, because Golbat is a poison type just like Muck, even though Muck is super fucking strong, it's not able to one-shot Golbat. But it's still spamming the Minimize. I hate Minimize. It's not broken, but it's far worse than Sand Attack or Smokescreen. It's far worse to deal with. And I failed. I'm pretty sure I don't get another Confuse Ray off. And Muck, I believe, knocks me out. His evasiveness is as high as it can possibly go. So it's gonna take a stroke of luck to actually take out Muck. I'm almost out of Pokemon. I have Wartortle, who is my best Pokemon right now, and Pidgeotto, who is level 22, and I can guarantee will get knocked out. Fortunately, though, I think somehow Wartortle manages to hit Muck. Somehow. I love Surf. Best water attack, it somehow manages to knock Muck out. Luckily, the Minimize is no longer in effect. I can hit Pokemon normally now. Thank God. And Koga sent out Coughing, which Coughing is a major breath of fresh air, as ironic as that sounds since it's constantly spewing poisonous gas. Seriously though, Coughing is easy schmeezy. The Pokemon you should be worrying about the least in this battle. Even though it's level 37, it's still super weak compared to Muck. With Coughing down, that takes us into Weezing. His Weezing is his highest level Pokemon. It could be debated whether or not this one is tougher than Muck or not. I'm sticking with saying that Muck is the toughest that he has. Yeah. It's super tough. It hits really fucking hard, even without X attacks on it, which he still uses some on it. It's just an all-around tough Pokemon. It's just an all-around tough Pokemon. If you have a Psychic-type Pokemon alive, you're going to want to use Psychic or Confusion. You can have the move Psychic by now because you can go to Saffron and get it. I strongly recommend it because it will do a shitload more damage to Weezing than anything I'm using. I love the move Ice Beam because I tried to get it to freeze Weezing because it can inflict the freeze status, which is kind of like sleep. In fact, they're damn near identical. But that failed, and so we're stuck with Pidgeotto. It's not looking good, folks. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose this one. In fact, I'd be surprised if this hit doesn't knock me out. 13 HP. It's pretty damn close. Weezing tried to use Toxic. Toxic is the enhanced version of just Poison. What it does is it constantly is increasing how much poison damage it does every turn. So it is pretty awesome. And I got so fucking lucky right there. Pidgeotto flew up into the sky. Weezing self-destructed, blowing itself up, and missed Pidgeotto. I beat Koga. Kind of. But hey, I'm not going to complain. You've proven your worth. Here, take the Soul Badge. Now that you have the Soul Badge, the defense of your Pokemon increases. It also lets you surf outside of battle. Take this too. And we got TM's number 6, which contains Toxic. I'm Gene the Pink Panther. Thank you for watching this really tough battle, this really tough gym. I'll see you next time.